Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Joni from the blog simplelivingmama.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I use baking soda to clean this really dirty spot in my oven. So the other day I was baking a peach cobbler and I put too much batter in the skillet and it bubbled up and spilled over, got all over the bottom of the stove, caused a huge mess. I actually tried to use some easy off on it and ended up just abandoning the idea because the fumes were horrible. So now what I'm going to try is a cup of baking soda and a tablespoon of salt. I'm going to add some water to that to form a paste. I'm just going to stir it up with my rubber spatula until I get a nice paste. And then once I have that paste, I'm going to put it on over the burnt on gunk that's all over the bottom of my oven. And you guys, that stuff was terrible. It was smoking, and I tried to use the oven before I had a chance to clean it, and that was definitely a no-go. So try not to do stuff like that to your oven. Anyway, I'm going to spread that all over the bottom of the oven where the stain is, or the burnt on stuff is, and then I'm going to let it sit overnight. I want the paste to get hard, and I want it to have a chance to really penetrate the burnt on food that's stuck down there. Now, full disclosure, this is a self-cleaning oven, but it doesn't work properly. The child lock is burnt up and we haven't replaced it, so I didn't have the option to use my self-clean on this oven. If you have a self-cleaning oven, obviously that's probably going to be the first thing that you do, and you have to be very careful about what you use to clean the inside of your oven if it is a self-cleaning oven, because different things like the harsh toxic easy off or even possibly using the baking soda can really mess with that coating that's on your oven. So if you do have a self-cleaning oven, make sure you refer to your owner's manual before you try cleaning it with anything. So now that I have it all down there, I'm going to let it sit overnight, and I'm going to come back the next morning and I'm going to just pour some white distilled vinegar over the baking soda just to get that bubbling reaction going, so I can use my sponge and try to really scrub it off. Now, if I had had like a scrubby sponge, I would have used that first. I was all out of those. I just had a regular sponge. So you're going to see me take the regular sponge and just start working the paste and the vinegar mixture in and really trying to get all that gunk off. I will say that it did do a pretty decent job of getting all that stuff off. It did better than the easy off, which, like I said, I didn't really leave on there anyway because it was just bad. I didn't really like using it. It did an okay job. I ended up having to take a wooden spatula and kind of scrape off some of the stuff that I couldn't get off with the sponge. But maybe if I'd had like a scrubby on my sponge, that would have gone a lot better. But, I mean, like I said, it did a pretty decent job. It didn't get it all 100% gone, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But I was happy with the results. No more smoking in the house when I cook in the oven, and I think it's going to have to take another application or so for me to get the rest of that stuff off of there. But, I mean, for something that's non-toxic and doesn't make you want to choke to death, I thought it was a pretty good thing. And then there you can see what was left after I got finished. So, guys, that was it for today's little tutorial. It was quick, simple, easy. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.